There are moments in life that we can think back and feel were life-changing. Often these are moments where we learned more about ourselves or we learned more about the world. Those moments are rare for some people, and we don't always think of these as everyday occurrences. But when we do think of something as life-changing, we think of it often as something that got us on a new track, set us on a new path. Now, a lot of people don't talk about life-changing moments as life progresses, and that's because many people become cynical. In fact, there is a belief often that there isn't much that can change their life, that they have a certain pattern, they have a certain life, a certain situation, and there isn't much that they can comment on that would deviate about that. They begin to believe, look, I don't have the possibility to start my own business. I don't have the possibility to make more money. I don't have the possibility to live in a new place. My life is what it is, and I have to make the best of it. So cynicism does set in, but frankly, this is a very good time of year to reassess what you think. What do you think about your talents and abilities? What do you think about your potential? What do you think about your future? Because the reality is that you can decide to change your life. You can make this a life-changing season, a life-changing moment. What are we talking about when we're talking about changing your life? We're talking about new information. You're talking about new habits. You're talking about new commitments, new discipline, and sticking with a new plan of action, a new approach. Now, if you have a belief that you are locked into just one approach to life, well, of course, you can't have a life-changing moment. But that's where looking at the world, understanding the world, looking at what other people have accomplished is so important. You see, there are a lot of people out there who are great models of life changers. They've looked at their life and they've said, I want a better life. I want to learn more. People go back to school. I want to start a business. People start a business. I want to get out of a career that isn't fulfilling. They leave their career. They decide that there's something more for them. And the more you live, the more you value the time that you have, the more you realize that I don't want to spend my time doing something that I don't like. I don't want to spend my time assuming that I have to settle for something and I can't get to new levels. Now, not everyone is like that. Not everyone believes that you can do that. But I happen to believe that you can change your life. And I've looked at my own life over the years, and I've undergone a series of changes many times. I've changed my life in terms of my careers, in terms of my focus. Often within the same year, I'm making changes because I realize that I've got to make a change in order to fulfill my promise and fulfill those things that are important to me. The question is, what's important to you? What's important to you? Do you have a business that's underperforming? Do you have a career that isn't where you want to be? Are you stuck in a situation where you're making less money than you believe you have the potential of making? Are you living in an environment that isn't the best environment for you? Have you picked up some habits that are detrimental to you, whether it's diet, whether it's the way you keep your workspace and living space, whether it's the people you hang out with, the conversations you have, the content that you digest? All of these things can be changed. And every one of these things you will look back on when you make this change and say, wow, that was life-changing. There are people that go to a seminar and they hear positive, uplifting, powerful ideas, and that changes their life. There are people that read books. They read things and they understand things better. They get lost in ideas, and they're then driven to make changes in their life. There are people that tackle a project that seems difficult at first, But once they immerse themselves in the work, they realize that, yes, this was a challenge, but it was something that I could do. It was a challenge that I could meet. This is a great time to reassess where you are, to think about the changes you want to make, and to digest information that will be helpful to you in making that change. If there's something new you have to learn, if there are new disciplines you have to commit to, if there are new habits you want to develop, it's all within reach. It's up to you. What I said earlier is true. You can decide, and that's the first step, is deciding that you want to make a change, deciding that a change is important to you, deciding that you've had it with where you've been or where you are, and you're going to change right now. And that change is going to make a difference in your life. And every day you're going to commit more and more to that change. While life-changing moments might sound dramatic, rare, and very different, the reality is that people make life-changing moments every day. Every single day they make life-changing moments. And today can be your day to make that change, whatever it is. Income, health, relationships, business or personal habits, whatever that is, you can make that change. Go for it today. Make today the day that you look back on and say, that was a life-changing day. And that was the day I committed to doing something different, that I disciplined myself to new habits, new approaches, new thinking, and I started to dismantle those old ways of thinking, living, and working, and begin to develop a new structure that is serving me well and has helped me achieve those things that are most important to me. It's something you can do. Decide. If you like this tip, give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. Share it with someone in your network. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel, and I look forward to sharing more with you. I'll see you next time.